Hey guys, good morning. Oh boy, good morning, good morning. I'm up. I'm up and I went to dump that bladder. Good morning everybody. Good morning. Good morning, yum yums. Got up to dump that bladder and took my blood pressure and had my cup of coffee and I'm not hungry. It's too early to eat. And I'm just relaxing, watching these two here. You know, YouTube said I was disrespecting, not coming at you, YouTube, like that, but saying I was being disrespectful to this couple right here. Only thing I was just saying about him was he needs to take it easy because he's supposed to have health issues, as she proclaimed, or as she stated, or as she said, that he's supposed to have health issues. Now, I do, and I will say again that he eats everything up. He eats everything up. He has, a problem with the thickness of his, his tongue, his adenoids, because he snorkels a lot when he eats, and sometimes that can become very disrespectful at the table. But that's her man. So I can't put emphasis on that. Listen, look, y'all, look.
Babe, calm down. You need to slow down. Look.
You see what I'm saying? And it's sad because, hold on guys, let me run it back a little bit. That's really sad. Like I mean, this gentleman here. We're gonna see it, and then I'm gonna be quiet, let you guys see it and hear it for yourself. But YouTube said I was being very disrespectful, and maybe in a sense of speaking, I might have said some things in reference to him. But look at this man. Look at this man. He just sits there and he guzzle up everything, and he chews with his mouth completely full, and he doesn't come down for air. So let's just watch this for a minute or so, okay? Then I'll get back into the video. I'm just giving my commentary, just giving my, giving my statement on what I see. This man really has a problem with, eating and everything. And it hurts my soul because her son Elijah, the one that's going on 17, I believe he's 17 or going on 17. A lot of people try to say, "Oh, you don't know what goes on behind the camera, what him and Mr. Cliff go through, because that's not his biological father." Look how he wasting the food all off the plate and stuff, eating so fast. Look.
Babe, calm down. You need to slow down. Look. You need to slow down. Take a moment.
You see how he sticks his tongue out? He has a thick palate. I don't know what you call the thing that's under your tongue. But see, he snorkels a lot. He has problems with his adenoids, and he also has now he just burped, which was really ignorant, He has problems with his adenoids. He's on the I like what she said. Look.
I was gonna say,
he has sleep apnea, and he just goes. Look, he turns down nothing. Look.
What? Slow down. No, you're not. You can't even talk right. Slow down. I just leave this on the plate.
Now that's really sad, guys. That let me run it back to you for just a minute or so. And Darnisha, she keeps defending him and everything. And I mean, I understand that's her man, but she stated her husband, and I truly don't believe it's her husband. Okay, now just pay attention, guys. She gave him a sweet potato.
What? Slow down. No, you're not. You can't even talk right.
Let me run this back one more time, guys. It's so sad. It's really, really, really sad. He doesn't have to eat that way. He really don't have to eat that way. Do you agree or you totally disagree? Look.
What? Slow down. No, you're not.
He said, I am. It's I am. He said, I am. It's like he thinks that the food is going to jump up off the plate and leave. And then he does it because he doesn't want the young man, Elijah, her son, her first child, Elijah, who was 16 or 17 years old. He wanted another hot dog off the table. He told him no. He said, over there, meaning go to the kitchen and get it. Don't take nothing off this table. And then he also stated that nothing here belongs to him. You understand what I'm saying? Now, this is where the point where I would have had, now watch. He took the hot dog with him. He's going to do it again with his mouth stuffed and full and talking. Listen, guys, listen. That's sad. That's really sad. You heard him? Mouth full to the capacity. You know what I mean? And honey, all you got to do is chew your food promptly and sit down. And don't eat so fast. He's eating like that because he doesn't want her son Elijah to get anything off that table. Now, she has extra in the kitchen, but Elijah wanted to take it from there. He told, over there, meaning go to the kitchen and get it. And then he said something smart, telling us, you're messing up my video. You want to mess up the video. That's her child. Look.
That's not what I mean. I meant we haven't had really no nice weather in a long time, and it just came out of nowhere. I'm not meaning literal like how you mean it.
He's acting like he's not had a meal. Now here come Elijah. Cliff, don't do that. Now I know that you guys just saw that. All right, we're gonna run that back. Hold on, guys. You tell me what you seen and leave it in the bottom of the comment down below. Now, why did they go to that commercial? We're gonna turn this away from the camera, from the TV, and we're gonna go back to it.
Take your sweet time.
Messed up my video like that. Okay, we're gonna go back to the video. It's gonna be back on, and it's sad because I wasn't trying to embarrass him or to basically intimidate him. I might have, a sort of, kind of, but it's just sad because he doesn't have to eat in that way. You know what I mean? I don't know what he's used to or how he lived when he was a young boy, when he was a boy, back in his time, or whatever the means may be, but it's so wrong. It's just so wrong. It is really wrong. Here we go, guys.
Because you're being greedy. You want him to get one from over there. Because right now, you need to slow down. You're eating so fast. You don't want him to take nothing on his plate.
You see there? You see there? He said, but he doesn't have nothing here. What you mean he doesn't have nothing there? First and foremost, Cliff, that's his mother. First and foremost, Cliff, that's her house. First and foremost, who are you to tell him that he doesn't have nothing there? Why? Because you want to be the one to sit there and eat everything off that table. Now, I'm going to tell you this. Look how he look at his kids and stuff. Now, let's go back to Elijah. And I like Elijah. And yes, I'm going to defend Elijah in every way. So what if he came over there and took a hot dog off the table? He came to the table and he said, I want a hot dog. He said, over there. Eating so fast, she put a sweet potato on his plate. He didn't turn it down. Look, look, look. Now, let me explain something to you. Okay, he has a full mouth, okay? Now, from what? Now, YouTube, don't come for me because I'm saying what she said. He has a thick tongue. His tongue is thick and he has sleep apnea. He has sleep apnea and he has adenoid problems. Now, she just gave him the sweet potatoes because she didn't want them. He turned down absolutely nothing. He turned nothing down.
We have hamburger buns? I got creative.
All right.
We're gonna split this.
Look, and he looking like, don't.
You wanna split it?
Wow. Wow.
What do you mean, why? She's asking you, do you want to split it? You're sitting there, honey, and you're just eating up everything that's on the table. This is why, see, he suffers with indigestion problems, guys. He suffers with high blood pressure, guys. He has sleep apnea, guys. His adenoids are messed up. He eats so fast until his digestive system is messed up.
You! Look at you! Babe! You're eating like a villain.
What you got?
Can't even talk, your mouth so full.
What's the villain?
Your mouth is full to capacity.
To capacity.
I got space, baby.
You don't have no space, you don't.
You don't have any space. Clifton, you don't have to eat like that. Now, you know what? I'm going to tell you this. I like Elijah. Elijah's a great cook. I'm talking about her son that you seen walk past. That's the new baby right there, Brielle. And she, she keeps having all these kids by him. And to me, to my knowledge, you know what I mean? Hey, to each of his own. If it was me, and I couldn't do it. Because he takes away from the children. He's eating like the food is going to jump up and run from him. Again, YouTube, I'm being very perspective about what I'm saying out of my mouth. So don't go sliding something in on me and saying that I'm saying something wrong. Now, she said that he's making her nervous. The reason why he's making her nervous because he eats so fast is because that he could choke. Listen.
Sure.
One thing about those burgers, they kind of got a lot of salt in them. Wow.
Now, I want to go back for a minute, guys. And I'm sorry I keep going back to the same issue here. Let's stop right here. Okay, let's stop right here. Now, as you see, when she asked him to get, let's go back. It's not right there. Look how fast that man eating that food. That doesn't make any sense. I couldn't sit there and do a video with him. I would actually have to get up and walk away from the table. I really would. I would have to get up and walk away. See how he snorkels? Okay. Now let's go right here. There we go. Now she doesn't have her drinking cup before her. Listen.
I thought they were raw. I didn't know they were already cooked.
He doesn't have to eat like that.
Easy for people who don't.
Now you got 1, 2, 3, 4 hot dogs, and you have the 5th hot dog has hamburger in it, where she cut the hamburger down the middle and put it in the middle because she didn't have any hamburger rolls. But he's eating so fast. It is not necessary. Now watch how all the food, the salad just falls all off the plate because he's eating so fast. And just like she said, look. Where's her drink? Okay, here we go, guys.
Babe, calm down. You need to slow down. You need to slow down. Take a moment.
He doesn't have to do that. That's not necessary, honey. The food is not going to run from you. You have more than enough there and more than enough in the kitchen because I know that Darnisha has more food in there for her children. Now he's eating and he's belching at the same time. I don't know if I could stand it. I would actually get up and I would just leave him sitting there. Like, she needs to talk to him before she starts to record because it's making her embarrassed. That's embarrassing. All right, here we go. Elijah is about to approach the table. In a few more minutes, Darnisha, which is his girl, because she's not his wife, she's going to pick her up a hot dog. Boom, there's the hot dog. He's still packing it in his mouth. Now he picks up a hot dog. Now she offers him a sweet potato. He turns...
What? Slow down. No, you're not. You can't even talk right. Slow down.
I just leave this on the plate.
Babe.
My God. I'm sorry, guys. I'm sorry. YouTube, you can take it all you want to take it. You understand what I'm saying? That's not normal. That is absolutely not normal. He's actually from Jamaica. Hold on. Now he's get up with the hot dog. You see what just happened with the food in his mouth. Here we go again.
The gas. Propane. Good propane?
No, we'll talk to God. John, finish. I'm going to smell it.
Wrap me up.
It's not necessary, guys. It's not necessary. She feeds her family, and he wants to have it all. And Elijah comes over to the table to get a hot dog. Here we go.
I'm a sensitive person.
This is where I got really angry with him because he wants to eat every aspect of everything on that table. Only thing was left on the table was that hot dog or Sasha in the middle. I think it's a hot dog or Sasha. Elijah wanted the hot dog off the table. He said, over there. Over there. In other words, you don't get nothing off this table. And when he said nothing on this table belonged to him, it would have been a wrap. The video would have been over. Because first of all, I would have been like, yo, that's my son. And he can get whatever he wants off this table. So in that way, Darnisha, she always take up for him. One thing I say about Darnisha, she eats a salad at all times. And everything that she makes, she always have to have a salad. Look, over there. Over there. Look how you look at him. He said we're going to ruin the video. Look. Now, he said something smart out of his mouth with his mouth full. But yet and still, you can sit there and you can glut up everything. Look how you look at him. Bro. It would. Let me tell you something. Baby, look.
Because you're being greedy. You want him to get one from over there. Because right now, you need to slow down. You're eating so fast. You don't want him to take nothing on his plate. You're being greedy.
But you don't have nothing to share.
Did you eat 2 hamburgers or 1?
But he don't have nothing here. Listen, Yum Yums, how would you have took that? But he don't have nothing here. Darnisha, that's your son. Regardless, that's your son. If he choose to take a hot dog off of that table, let it be so. He's eating so fast. This is why this man suffered with indigestion so bad. So bad. He suffered. And then Darnisha sits up there and she defends him and she tells the story to her subscribers and tell them that, you know, she's trying to get him to eat in a better way. She's about to give him a plate with the potatoes. Here we go. He doesn't turn anything down. That's called, you know, I'm not going to say it because YouTube's going to try to come for me one more again. Okay? He needs to stop that. If Elijah wants something off that table, and then he walks past, and then he didn't have a hot dog. He didn't have a hot dog. First of all, his mother told him to come and get the baby out the thing. Look, why? You know why. You want that burger. Look how he ate that sandwich. Look.
Yeah, figure out. Careful. Yeah, let her eat it later. Because remember, she just got... You don't be greedy. you. Look at you. Babe.
He's going to tell Elijah, don't be greedy, don't be greedy. And you're sitting there and you're eating up everything on the table. And all the young man wanted was another hot dog that he could not even take off the table. Darnisha, listen, I'm going to tell you this, sis. I fault you for that. I fault you for that because at the end of the day, that's your child. And if your child wanted to remove a hot dog from their table, it should have been so. He's going to sit there first and foremost and say, Elijah, don't be greedy, don't be greedy. What do you mean don't be greedy? You're sitting there and you're eating everything. Look at him. Oh my God. I'm sorry. It could not be me. It could not be me. And then you sit here, Darnisha, and you tell your subscribers, again, YouTube, I'm saying what she said, not what I said. You tell your subscribers that, you don't put your husband business out there on the street, on the industry, on the internet, not the industry, on the internet, and state about his health. But you stated when he had pneumonia, okay? And then you stated that he had a scare. Now, with that being said, Cliff, he was, went to the H, okay? And he was in there maybe, I think, a day or two or something like that. And,
I think about those burgers, they kind of got a lot of salt in them. Wow.
My God. And come to find out, he has sleep apnea. He has to sleep with a CPAP on every night. He has digestive problems. He's not allowed to have so much salt. Now, let me tell you this. Those sausages on that table, they have salt. Plenty of salt in them. Trust and believe that. That burger that they just ate has plenty of salt. That burger that they ate with the cheese on it has plenty of salt. Okay? I worry about my husband's health. Again, he's not her husband, okay? She has 3 kids by this man. That baby right there, Brielle, she's maybe about a 1-0 now. And then she has Isabel, which is I think 8 or 9 years old. And then he has Elizabeth, the one that's under the baby that she's holding. The baby in her arm and Elizabeth are very much so under 2 years old. Okay? But yet and still, sweetheart, you're sitting up here and you're having baby back to back by this man. This man, he has, I want to say, a problem with maybe an eating disorder. I don't know. But he eats so fast and that I don't know how he sit there and take all that and doesn't, doesn't be full at the point. But he does suffer with heartburn so bad because he sit there and eat all the food up. He's eating everything up, and she defends him. She defends him in every way. Now, don't sit here, Darnisha, and tell your subscribers that, you worry about your husband, your man, because he's not your husband. You worry about your husband's health. No, again, your man, not your husband. But yet and still, sweetie, he's sitting there and he's eating that stuff like that, and it's no good. Now, look at his plate. He ate every daggone thing before him. Now, over there in that sweet potato powder she gave him, he has a sweet potato there. Or did he eat the stuff off it already? He should be full. He's going to reach for another. What are those hot dogs or hot sausages? Because if it's a hot dog, that's a big hot dog. He's going to reach for another hot dog or a sausage.
Hey, excuse me.
That's it. That's it.
Ew, didn't he? Oh, God, let me be quiet. He reached over, see what I'm saying? He ate up all the food. And the only reason why he didn't get to eat that last sausage that he could have let Elijah take off that table and go and sit there and say nothing on this table belongs to him, honey, it would have been over. The video would have been over. And guess what? We would have been over. Because you ain't going to tell my child that he can't pick nothing off that table. Now, YouTube, you can't come for me for that, being concerned about my child. You understand what I'm saying? Like, he should be full.
What time now? Oh, 12.
She's taking up for this man and having babies after babies after babies by this man. Now, she says she got room for her for one more. One more what? He has a 19-year-old that just went off in the army. I have concern for Talia because she's 19 years old. I don't know if she made that decision on her own or she was pushed into this decision by her father. But I think 19 years old, that young lady was too young to make a decision like that so fast. She just came from Jamaica, and over in Jamaica they had that big thing that destroyed stuff, rain or whatever it was, hurricane, or I can't remember what the story was. But thank God that, her family is okay and everybody else is okay over there. And she made it over to the States to live with them. I forgot where they live at. They live in Washington. And now the young lady Talia is not there. His daughter, his biological daughter. She's not Darnisha, the mother. She's not her mother. She's not her biological mother. Cliff, which is the man right there, his daughter Talia mother died when she was young. Brielle getting big. Brielle big. Look, he's still gluttoning in his mouth. And it's sad, guys. I'm just saying it's sad. And she defends him. And then she takes up for him. On one video I watched her say, he's not going nowhere. They're trying to get my husband off of my channel. But he's not going nowhere. Anytime you want to get up here and you want to make a video, you can be up here. And when I want you to make a video with Elijah, you're going to make a video with Elijah, which is her son, the one you see walking in the back, which is the one that wanted the hot dog and he wouldn't let him take it. But yet and still he sat there and he ate up all the food. And it's going to get to the point that Elijah is going to get enough of it. Now he's talking about his children being left-handed. Everybody's left-handed except Elijah, the big boy that was in the back. I would have felt intimidated about it because the way he spoke and how he said it, I would have took that as an insult. Like, okay, I'm not your child. No, I'm not your child, but don't speak out in that manner like that.
Alright, let me get the ketchup.
Oh, you got kids. I'm talking.
You done sat there and ate up everything. You done ate up everything off that table except that one hot dog. And if it wasn't for Darnisha closing the video out, I think she asked him to close it out. Trust me, it would have been good. Look how he stuffed it in his mouth. That's not good. That's not good. So sound like the baby said, Tell him, Brielle, Dad. Enough is enough. You had enough. Look how she look at him.
So
I have to do it. I'm not sensitive back here.
yeah, because you got Teflon.
Go girl. Title, yeah. You have done it. We're tough. Yeah. We're tough. Yeah.
I'm proud of myself.
Yeah. So it was simple, guys. It was nothing.
Okay, see the boy that's walking in the back? That's Elijah. That's Elijah. So why couldn't Elijah have that hot dog off that table? Somebody leave your comment down below. All right, the video is over now. So if Elijah want that hot dog, why couldn't Elijah take that hot dog off that table? Look how he's snorkeling. Look how he's snorkeling his nose. Baby.
I do hear the baby crying. All right,
Anyway, guys. So if you do, hey Ra, say hello. Ra needs a fixture, y'all. Can y'all help a sister out? Ra tearing up. She broke up like a mad club. She messed up like me. Okay, but any rate, I feel for Elijah. I really feel for the young man. Now, as far as his daughter is concerned, his biological daughter who came from Jamaica, excuse me, God, that's my pajamas. Ra, move out the way. Came from Jamaica to live with them. In a sense of speaking, I don't know. Maybe the young lady made the decision on her own to go. I don't know. But at 19 years old, I think that was a fast, quick decision for her to just jump up and say she's going to go ahead and join the army. I don't know. I just pray to God that she knows what she's doing, because she's young. She's young, guys. And here he is in another video. Anyway, let's go. All right, guys. So in other words, he needs to get it together, and Darnisha needs to get it together before recording. She needs to sit him down and say, "Listen, let me tell you this, bro. When I get up here and record my videos and stuff, you're not gonna come up on here doing what you do, taking control and eating up everything that's on the table. If my son walks over to this table, want anything off this table, whether you choose to say messing up the video or whatever, oh well, so be it. She's getting paid to do that. She's getting paid to do these videos and stuff. Like, it's sad. It's just sad that this man has to eat like that. This is another video of her and him. That's Brielle, the little one that she not long ago had. You see how she keeps defending him? She defends him. Now, you say this man have health issues. If you know he has, but again, you see the greenery? She always have a vegetable. That's how Anastasia GHIRADELLI is. I love to have a vegetable before me. I got to have something green before me. I got to have my water before me, okay? And the next video around, hopefully I'll be dressed and everything so you guys can see my face. I haven't been on here for a while, but it's still yet early. It's I'm gonna say it's only 7:35 here where I reside. Robert, get out the way. You know. So, and just leave your comment down below. Come on in and support the channel. Because you guys don't support Anastasia GHIRADELLI'S channel. There's only 2 people, and I'm not saying this to hurt my yum's feelings. And the 2 people know who they are that support Anastasia GHIRADELLI'S channel. Thank you guys so much for the support. You know who you are. I don't have to give your name out. Thank you so much for the support. Yums, come on in and go down there and that in my bio down below, and you will see that Cash App. And I'm not begging. If you choose to, support the channel, come on, get on down in that bio. Hit that Cash App, baby. Hit that Cash App. Okay? And you guys have an amazing, wonderful, prosperous day. You keep the peace. You stay out of trouble. And always, first and foremost, remember that God is the head of our life, who allow us to wait. Darnisha, I'm talking right now. Be quiet. He's the head of our life. And he is the one to give us strength. He's the one to give us breath. And he is the one, the only one, that allow us to wake up in the morning and say, "Good morning, Jesus. Woo! How I love you so much." Okay? So, I forgot to do my intro. Welcome back to this channel. I hope you're sitting down, relaxed, candles. You want me to talk about a topic today, so let me tell you what I'm gonna say. Did you have to wait? No, you didn't, but I'm gonna say it anyway. Just wait. Love you, yums. Have an amazing, a wonderful, prosperous day. Rah, rah. I'm going to give him your arm, because you toe up like me. You toe up from the dough up, from the flow up. Bye, guys. Hope you enjoyed the video. Please, if you liked the video and you enjoyed the video, please like, share, and comment to the video. Reach over there, hit the notification bell so you can be notified of all of Anastasia GHIRADELLI'S World videos. And thumbs this video up. Always remember that you can leave your comment down below, because your comment is your comment, and I can't take that away from you. Bye, guys.